Is your yard a mess? Does your landscaping need some TLC? If so, we've got some good news for you. Today's show is brought to you by More Property Services. More Property Services is a company that takes pride in what they do. Their services include, but are not limited to, weekly lawn mowing services, aerating and overseeding, spring and fall cleanups, mulching and rock installs, small tree and stump removal, and more. Fall is right around the corner, so make sure you're prepared. Call More Property Services. Check out their Facebook page for more examples of the great work they do. That's MOORE, More Property Services. Contact Clay and the guys anytime at 937-830-5524. Let's have a podcast. Here we go. Welcome into another Cavemen Media Podcast. Back in the studio with the boys. Connor's here.
Hello.
What's up, Connor?
Not much.
Connor took a nice little sick day today, did you?
I did.
Yeah. Played hooky.
Did not.
Jordan, fresh from the lake.
Oh, yeah. How are we all doing today?
Good. Did you have a good time down there? Paddling in the boat?
Paddling the boat, yes, sir. Got to go to a little Bengals training camp, too, over the weekend. It was pretty nice.
Drew's drinking a little Busch Light today.
That's right.
Busch Latte.
The lattes.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Addicting.
Yeah.
Zach, baby shave? Baby face shaving? What happened?
Baby shave?
Baby shave?
It just got too hot.
I just looked at him and it just threw me off. It just
looks
looks
like
so different.
30-year-old toddler.
No longer allowed near a playground.
It is different.
It's coming back already, though. It's only
Thank
been
God.
like 3 days.
He hasn't been allowed within 100 yards of a Chuck E. Cheese for years.
Yeah, I feel like by like next week, maybe, no, when I get back from vacation, so 2 weeks, it'll be full beard again.
100%.
Feel like, yeah, because you've shaved not too long ago, right?
I shaved like 3 days ago.
I meant like before, and I feel like your beard grew back really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does it every once in a while, just randomly just shaves his face.
I have not had a clean shaved face since high school.
He
I
came
just
over.
like to restart. Like, just
Nah, I would
it's
just
good.
look
It's
stupid.
good for a fresh start.
Zach came over the day that he shaved, and Carter was like, "Whoa!" And Zach came over like 3 days later, and Carter was like, "Whoa, you're still shaved? Like it's not coming back right away."
You're still shaved.
Still
Surprised you
working
didn't,
on
like,
that.
scream and run away.
Matt's here, back
Hi.
from saving lives.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what you do, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Absolutely. I'm a hero. Thank me for my service.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
He just wastes taxpayer money.
Jake not
Still a
here.
hero.
Jake's not
Texas.
here. Down there in Texas.
A little flight delay.
Flight delay. I feel like everybody's flight's getting delayed right now.
He said
Probably.
everything's bigger down there right when he got there. I don't know exactly
not
what he
Yeah.
was referring
I don't
to.
know what he
but
meant by that.
He
He
just
said,
got off-
"Yep, boys, everything's for sure
Yeah.
bigger."
He was just waiting 5 days to say that. As soon as he touched down.
Yeah, he had it pre-texted out when the
Yeah.
flight took off. He just had that. So Jake's down in Texas. He'll be back next week. Will everybody be here next week? Are we gonna have
Nope.
a full studio? No, Connor won't be here next week. That'll be an
Yeah.
interesting show.
Sure will.
Probably no YouTube next week, people.
Probably not.
Definitely no YouTube next week,
Yeah.
actually.
That's not 100, is it?
No, that'll be 99 next week. Episode 98 today, 99 next week. So if you're listening and you're watching on YouTube, make sure you go over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, subscribe, because that's where the show will be next week. I want to give a quick shout out to Tyler Brunner for winning last week's giveaway. He wins a 12-pack of Coors Light, but he does not live here, so he said just give him a shout out. So there's your shout out. Thanks for
Awesome.
listening, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Congratulations.
He also did message me for the 24-pack.
So you got that then. Okay,
yeah,
cool, great.
He was right on it.
It was actually just a 12-pack, but if you want to give him 24, that's
No, Jordan said he was going to give him 24.
okay, cool.
He does live
He
far
told
away.
me I just had to
He
give him a
just-
shout out. So.
He told me I had to tell him that he was like one of the best fantasy players this year. I don't believe that one for a second, so I'm not gonna say that.
Well, episode 98 of the podcast, episode 100 is right around the corner. We have a live show planned. We will be releasing those details very soon, and I will release those details to you guys very soon as well.
Do you know the details?
I do have some details, yes.
He
Very
does
good.
not know the details.
I do know some details.
Just that we will have a 100th episode.
That's one of the details. That's,
We
that's,
will,
that's
in
the
fact,
main
have an
detail.
I'm just here for moral support, so
That's as long as Connor gets back from Florida, okay, because, the COVID Delta strain.
Yeah, let us hope.
Let his flight be delayed.
I said I hope I get stranded.
Wouldn't it be
in
the
Florida.
worst thing
I
in the
said
world,
I hope
yeah.
I get stranded in Florida. Go live with my uncle.
Oh no, I'm stranded by beaches all over. No.
Although there is a bunch of dead fish all over the beaches right now. So
Where are you
that's
going?
Yeah, which side?
Siesta Key, Sarasota area.
Yeah, red tide's hitting hard.
Is it right there?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's right.
Well, we have a house with a pool and stuff, so we can hang out there.
There you go. Weekend recap, shall we? Anybody?
Yeah, let's get into
I
it.
had a great weekend. Went to the my first ever concert at JD Legends. Good time.
Congratulations.
Your first ever?
First ever, yeah. It was good. It was cool.
I've
You're a
never been
big
to
boy
one
now.
either.
It was
You've
fun.
never
Turn
been
it
to a
into our
concert?
parents, Cody.
I've only been to JD Legends twice my whole life.
Well, I mean,
I also didn't grow up around here. So.
right.
I can't believe you
But
guys
no,
haven't been to a
They have
concert.
good concerts there. It's pretty cool. Next time we should.
I've never been there.
Next time there's a good show, we should check it out. Great poker night Saturday night, right?
Oh, man.
Great
Huge
poker
turnout.
night. Big turnout for
Who
the
won?
poker night.
Big turn.
No one
I
actually.
came in
Ah.
second.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we went from about noon. We had about 8 players signed up to play poker, and come 8 o'clock we had Uno. Maybe
The two.
Dos. Me
I
and
was
Connor.
there.
Me and Connor.
Yeah.
Connor still came over, hang out, drank some beer, watched the Reds.
Great game. Well,
I mean,
Till
no.
the end.
damper on the game.
Yeah,
but
we'll talk about the Reds later, but
Yeah, we were in a drunken stupor on a cell phone on the bed of a truck watching that. And
Yeah, it's
Drew's
rough.
weekend recap. You went camping. How was that?
yeah.
Where'd you go? We're camping at
Brookville Lake, which is Indiana.
Indiana. How far is
So-
that? Like 3 hours?
No, about an hour.
Really?
Hour, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
not bad.
It's right
I
across
watched
the
your
border.
kids.
It's so like Oxford, Miami, like just outside of that.
Oh, cool. Good
It's a
time.
nice lake.
Yeah, my check liver light was dinging on the way back.
Flashing on the
yeah.
way back. Take a couple days off.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
Uh,
not really, because
Couple
Yeah,
hours
I didn't
off.
Get,
Couple
yeah,
hours.
I didn't get 24 hours off, but it's all right. You know, best way to not get hungover is just to keep drinking. So
Amen
It's
to
a
that.
fact.
Zach babysat my children on Friday night.
Smart ass kids.
Zach, you should just be like, I did.
he's like, fuck them kids.
No, I love them dearly.
I
I
love
do.
them
Fuck
dearly.
babysitting.
But Carter is becoming the biggest smartass on the
Oh,
planet.
yeah.
My 4-year-old is a problem.
Oh,
Welcome to my life.
Well, it starts off. Well, Connor comes to pick up Kaylee, and he doesn't
Were you
have his
babysitting
hat
her
on.
too?
No. He doesn't have his hat on,
This was
and
like
he was talking
earlier.
about yeah,
Oh, I do.
yeah. He
remember.
was talking about Space Jam and stuff, and then he looks at Connor.
No, we
Well,
were talking about Elmer Fudd, the
Oh,
bald
yeah.
guy on Space Jam. Then Connor just happens to walk
Yeah,
in.
and then he goes, "Oh, Connor can be Elmer Fudd."
The timing of it was just so perfect.
Yeah.
It was
And then
hilarious.
when I went to go get him something to drink, when I came back into the room, he looks at me and goes, "That's a big boy."
dude, he's got quite
I mean,
the
at least
mouth.
he's spitting
Like,
facts.
I was like, dude, like, he's like, "That's a big boy. That's a chunky boy."
Where would that come? Where did he pick that up at?
Probably TikTok.
I mean, he doesn't watch TikTok. No, we cut that off. So probably the YouTube.
It's like that one with the dog. Where he's like,
That's
"Damn,
that's
boy,
a,
that's
that's
a,
Yeah, that
he's
does.
a
that's
thick
what-
ass boy."
That's what I guarantee you. That's where he got it from,
He's been waiting to use it.
or he heard it from Hunter.
Probably.
But
probably
yeah, like I walked in the room, he goes, "That's a big ass," or he didn't say that, a big ass boy. He's like, "That's a chunky boy."
He did say the other day, because if you've seen the new Space Jam, LeBron says, "What in the Matrix hell?" He dropped that one the other day, and I looked at him, and he looked at me. I was like, he was like, "Okay,
He was like, I'll just see if I can get away with it.
good try, bud." But
Okay, so this is where we'll draw the line.
yeah, he was testing me. Jordan, good weekend.
Oh, pretty good. Like we got to go check out the Bengals training camp. Me and Connor Saturday.
Hell yeah, that was a hell of a day.
Mm-hmm.
That was the same day as our poker tournament. That was before.
Oh yeah, good time.
I was so tired. I was not making that.
Yeah, the practice itself was all right. I mean, it's only so much fun watching people run around and practice. Ran into Big Dan.
Open seating at the stadium.
Yes, but no. We like everything was general admission or whatever, but we tried to like walk in and just go straight down, and the dude was like, "Nope, you only have general admission. You gotta go somewhere else." And I was like, where else? Can you tell me?"
Literally the next second.
Yeah, we
I
just
think
went,
you
like,
get to
couple
buy
section
like
over.
side
I
passes.
think the side passage, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was good. I rode the scooters for the first time. It's a lot of fun.
Scooters
Worth-
are a good
worth
time.
the
They are
money.
a good time.
There's
Worth
a
the
few
money.
people that were like, "Damn, kids on those scooters."
Yeah, I heard it was packed down there for a practice though. Really,
It looked like a fucking
was.
primetime game. I'm telling you.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I
trip.
mean, it looked like a real Bengals primetime game. I agree.
Oh, shut up. But Joe Burrow
Jordan
trip-
brought
half
his
the stadium
moped, and
empty.
it was going just as fast as the scooters.
Connor's like, I grabbed him. I grabbed the scooter. Jordan rode his moped.
We drove side by side.
riding down the riverfront. No.
Now, but another funny thing that happened, we went to Brothers, which is a restaurant in Kentucky,
Newport.
right across, Newport.
Good restaurant.
And we're waiting in line to get in the door, and there's a sign that says draft beer out of order. And we're like, fuck. And Jordan points it out, and I look over, read it, and I look at him with like a shocked face. And the girl in front of us starts laughing. She's like, I swear, they could have told you somebody died the way you just looked.
I mean, that is a real problem.
I was like, that's the worst fucking news I heard all week.
Probably going somewhere else.
That was kind of 50% of the reason why we were going there was to get a
About
fresh
75%
draft beer.
of the reason.
Most people just go there for the view.
The view was
Yeah.
like 50% at the time.
Yeah.
Have to
See,
check
I'm
it out.
not like
Nice
a
view of the
view
city.
person. I could really give a shit.
See, I am a view
Depends
person.
on
I like a
It's
good
nice
view.
to sit on
Yeah,
their
I like a
patio.
nice
You got the
little-
Yeah.
city right there.
Nice
You got a
little
nice
ambiance.
view of water is just you can't beat that. Beer looking at
That
water.
Hooters-
Well, you're looking
it's
at
different.
The Hooters down
Ohio
in
River, but-
Newport is dope for that.
Yeah. Great
Hooters.
views.
their
Okay.
bar, the Hooters
Yeah,
bar
great
down
view.
there.
Great view.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Spectacular.
Great view.
Nobody looks out the
Views.
windows.
360 all around.
Great view at the Hooters. You know.
For sure.
Yeah. You've
Yeah.
been there a few times, sir?
A couple times.
Yeah. We'll have to check that one out. Shout out to Wyatt for going to the underground strip club.
Yeah.
We'll have
Shout out
to. We'll
to
have
that.
Yeah, we're not
Oh,
gonna
my God.
go into that.
No?
but-
Yeah.
Never
You want
mind.
to elaborate too much?
to. Matt, good weekend.
Yeah, worked all week. I was a hero.
Good for you,
You
man.
know,
I
just
No,
re-
you weren't.
Stay
Doing
real.
hero
we
things.
thank you. We
Thank
respect
you.
you, man.
Everybody.
Fuck
Not all.
12.
All right, we'll get
Fuck
it later.
12.
All right.
Okay, chill out.
Yeah, relax.
I'm a hero.
Calm down, Jake.
Thank me for my service.
Anybody want to go around the room, get some stuff off your chest? Something we like to do on the shows, get something off your chest from the week that was. Anything? Anybody got anything?
I got something. But
Go for it. Let's do it.
Dude, fucking old people at the goddamn grocery store. The worst.
They are the absolute worst. I spend a lot of time at the grocery store with my job.
They are
People
the
just about
worst human
anywhere.
beings on the face of the earth. They just park their shit right in the middle where you can't get a
Ugh.
bite either side of them and just fucking.
And they know it, too. Like, they know what they're
100%
I
doing.
feel like
do.
they
You're
try to
on
base
their
us off
time
of
now.
They don't care. Like, if their cart's in your way, they're going to finish what they're doing.
So I don't ever go early. And I went to the grocery store at like 7 a.m. Friday on the way to the camper. And I'm like, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
That's why I go like an hour before closing.
Yep, that's the
Your
best
grocery
time to
store
go.
closes?
I think
All
they
of them
all
do.
do right now because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's open.
Yeah, and I also live off of Smithville, so
Yeah.
So yes,
that
I
closes
do.
at like 5 in the
I
afternoon.
know. I know the Smithville Kroger.
yeah,
That's not the Kroger you want to go shop.
yeah, it's
They have good McDonald's in the
They,
park.
they put people of Walmart to shame.
Well, speaking of closing early, and then Connor's wearing a Rooster
Moraine.
shirt. The
Oh, wait, what?
Roosters in Dayton,
Oh, it closed.
Closed.
it closed completely.
Yeah.
The Main
Oh,
Street
really?
That
location.
is probably the best thing that could ever happen to Roosters.
Yeah.
But they were closing at 6 o'clock.
Dude, they were like
anyway.
closing like 6 o'clock, and then they
But
were
that was
only open
pre-COVID.
for carry out.
Yeah, but people were getting shot and stabbed.
Yeah,
Say,
no,
the
I-
employees literally had to carry guns to work.
Yeah,
I
that
get
was
it.
that Roosters was off.
But they're opening one in Beaver Creek, I think.
Yeah, I heard
the
that.
Beaver Creek.
Yeah, that's a
couldn't
big
remember if it was
difference
Beaver
between
Creek.
North Main Street and Beaver Creek.
Yeah.
Big
difference.
difference.
I have written down just nothing major, but I was looking at the calendar on Sunday, and I'm like, damn, it's August 1st.
Yeah, it was weird.
We're already in August. I mean, it's good and bad because fall is probably the best season, football season. But I just feel like summer is
It went pretty quick.
June and
I mean,
July.
honestly,
Summer
now
always
that
goes
I'm not a
fast.
kid or not in school anymore, summer's
It
ass.
doesn't matter. Right.
It's just hot
Yeah,
all the
I'm
time.
ready for
like-
fall.
Yeah, I love fall's the best.
fall
but-
is 100% the best.
I
but
love summer.
for pool season to
I
be
hate
over,
summer.
and I mean, it's not over. We still got a month to go. Let's not put it in the books yet. But it just feels like June and July just flashed, gone.
Right before your eyes.
That's fine, dude. No football.
So
right?
you
No,
say
I'm
that, but then you
struggle.
think about like I feel like for my birthday, June 2nd, it was forever ago.
That does feel like a long time ago when we went to Roosters. You're right. You're
But
right.
it does seem like it went by fast.
That was beginning of June.
June
Yeah, that
2nd,
seems
yeah.
like it was
Just
about
forever
4
ago.
months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Ooh,
right.
Rooster
You're right.
sounds so good right now.
Jordan, you got anything you got off your chest? Good week.
That was pretty good.
Connor?
Speaking of roosters,
Right quick.
should we fire off some text messages? Should we do
Do
it?
you guys want to do this right now? Do you want to do this? We didn't.
We'll do it, and then we'll give an update at
What
the
do
end of
we
the
eat?
show.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do.
No, you
All
don't
right,
need your
Cody,
phone,
you
Jordan.
said it's.
Bet.
All right, so everybody, whip out your phones
Everybody
right now.
was
Whip
Zach and
out-
Jordan.
Everybody. So Connor,
Whip it out.
Drew, myself, and Matt here are gonna
Jordan.
go send a text message to our wives right now.
Hey,
Jordan,
babe.
You can send one to your
Start
mom
with-
if you want.
Start with hey babe.
Hey,
So
babe.
this
Hey.
Tinder
Okay,
babe.
well I don't say
Hey,
that.
babe, can we go to
say-
Roosters later?
No,
It's going to be. Oh, we're going to Roosters later.
no, it says,
We're going to be up late at night.
Zach's talking to his hand. If
Yeah.
anybody's wondering.
That's Jill.
So here's what
That's
we're gonna do.
Jill.
You're gonna text,
No, it's Ilge.
text your lady, and we're gonna say in whatever your language is
yep,
that
yep.
you talk with your
Oh,
woman.
okay.
Just
I'll
ask
call
to
her
go to
babe. Hey,
Roosters.
bitch.
You're gonna say, "Hey, babe,
Not ask, but
me and the boys are gonna go to Roosters after the show. Might be a late night. Love you." And we're gonna record. We're gonna respond, update with their responses later in the show. So,
Sam, we're going to Roosters after show, so I don't care when we'll be home.
all right. So
Take a
we might have a little
screenshot.
silence here.
I said, hey babe, me and the boys are going to Roosters after the show. Might be a late night. Just letting you know. 'Cause that's I don't really ask. I just kind of do. and
Yeah,
just
I'll
pray
say-
for forgiveness.
No, it's not a
later.
question. No, you cannot ask it as a question. You have to tell them what you're doing.
All right, I'm ready to hit send whenever.
Hold on.
Jordan's texting his prospects.
Yeah.
His mom's gonna be like, "You need to get home now."
Jordan, you know that's way past your curfew.
All right. Hey, babe, we're going to Roosters after the show.
Christ,
Might be
guys.
late. Emoji, love you, and send. And delivered. All right. Never been more nervous for anything in my entire life.
Yeah,
That's good.
not that deep.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All right,
So when they respond, what are we going to say?
JK. Yeah, what was the point here? What was the point
No,
of this bit?
we just gotta fire
No,
them.
no, they're not going to believe you.
I mean,
They're just going to be
I
like,
mean,
Is this a
if she-
just
TikTok
go.
mess?
Just go.
If she responds like, okay,
Brooke-
cool, have
Brooke
fun,
already
I'm going to fucking
responded.
Roosters.
Yeah.
Brooke responded, "Why?"
Why? Jeez.
Why?
She's like, you
Beer-
don't even like them.
A
Why
Beer
are you?
and bitches. Beer and bitches.
Well, now she's going to know it's not. She said, oh, never mind. So you're good.
We just gotta hit
All right,
them with
we're
the
going to
Ashton
Roosters.
Kutcher gif if it's a big problem.
She said, "Bring one home."
What, a bitch or a beer?
I'm assuming we're talking about beer.
Oh, I mean, either way, you could have a good time.
I'm bringing a bitch home.
Like,
Any other
babe, you
responses?
did not specify.
Nothing yet. Me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor's driving, so we're probably going to be a minute. All right, let's talk about something that we talked about before the show. Drew did some electric work at Matt's house.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I compensated him well.
Oh, that's good.
$30.
Yeah, $30. Wow.
$30.
I wasn't even gonna charge him. Then
Drew
he
is
fired me some money.
actually a hero because he could have died that day.
That's what I wanted to get to. I heard that Drew.
Yeah, so it's
Is
not
lucky not
so
to be floating
all
in the
his
pond.
outdoor power not working. And I go inside. You know, there was a little bit of an issue, but nothing I thought that would cause it to not work. So then I come back outside and I grab a hold of what was not working, and it in fact started working from that little issue. And I was like, motherfucker.
I walked down, Drew's like, "I just got electrocuted."
Fuck. That was my I got shocked at work with a lot more serious
That was
stuff.
literally probably 45 seconds. You just told me you got shocked at work. I went in and came out, and you're just like, "Fuck, got electrocuted again."
So my tolerance for getting shocked for the day was basically at a 0 at that point. And I knew it was going to happen. And it did.
Well, then why'd you touch it? That's
I
my
mean, I'm
question.
no electrician, but the first thing I'm gonna do when I work on electric is probably shut the electric off.
Yeah, well, when
But
you're
I didn't go to school
but
for it, so
when
I
you're
don't know.
troubleshooting, you can't figure out where the problem is if there's no electric to figure out
See, I
why
would
it's
learn
not
that in
working.
school, but I didn't go.
That's true.
So
It's
fair
not
enough.
common sense, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought.
If the electric's not working and you turn the electric off, then none of it's working. You don't know why it's not working.
I had a fucking phone cord plugged in, and I text Drew like, "Hey man, if I cut this, what's gonna happen?"
It's like Connor saying, "Yeah, I can't figure out what's wrong with your computer. It's turned off."
I was about to say,
You know, well, I just wanted to play it safe.
Well, fuck.
Well, did you turn it on? Nope. It's off. I don't know.
can't get to Google. Why not? My computer ain't turned on.
What's a Facebook?
I saw this question on Facebook, actually. I think
Oh.
one of the social medias, and wanted to get your guys' thoughts on it.
I got a question after this.
Okay, it had my attention for way too long, and I think there's only one right answer. How many holes are in a straw?
One.
One or two?
Two.
One.
It's one. It's one continuous hole.
Okay.
But
So,
how many times does a hole have?
Oh, wait,
two-
I meant
an
two. I meant
entrance
two.
and an
I don't
exit.
like
You
No,
said-
I
it's
meant
one
two. I meant
continuous
two.
hole.
It's two holes.
But there's
It's
one
two.
hole on each
There's a
side.
way in and a way out. That's all.
Yeah.
So if you dig a hole in the yard, that's one hole. It
But
doesn't
if I
have a
dig
way
a
out.
hole
Yeah.
in China, that's one hole.
That's two, because now you'll have a hole in the United States and a hole in China.
Yeah.
But I'm only digging one.
One tunnel.
You
two
may only
holes.
dig
Yeah.
one hole, but you've made two.
Yeah, if a way in, way out.
But
That's
when
two
you-
holes.
when
dude.
you
You
make-
can't go to bed dead and wake up alive.
When you make
Sure
a,
you can.
When you make a straw, they're
don't
probably only
understand.
punching one hole into the plastic. They're
But
not
you
I don't think
created
they
it
punch-
goes
I
the
don't
same
think-
thing that he just said.
I don't think they take a piece of plastic and punch
how
a
the
hole
fuck
in
do
it.
they
I don't
make a
know how
straw?
they make straw.
Yeah,
That's
how
a
do they
whole
make
nother
straw?
subject. However, so
A straw expert on the
we
show.
need
please?
intern Jake right now.
So,
Yeah,
we
for
do.
real.
You're
We
right.
need Jake with the news.
Call him right now.
Let's call.
He's on a plane. He's on a
Jo-
plane.
Jordan's over here watching
He
the
might-
damn
Yeah.
nationals. Like
Is he on the
anybody
plane?
cares when
He
we're
might
on
be.
serious debate.
It's the only thing on.
So my thing was like, if I bite one end of the straw, I bit that hole, but I didn't bite the other hole. So that's two holes. But at the same
Facts.
time, it's still like when I look through it, it's just one hole that I'm looking through.
Okay,
It's
it's one
one.
straw, two holes. Look up the definition of a hole right now.
I mean, I think Drew or Zach made a perfect point, and it proved the theory wrong. Is you dig a hole all the way from China, you have a hole in the United States and a hole in China.
But it pops
That's
out at the
two-
other
but
end.
that's
That's
two
one
holes.
hole.
Two holes.
All right.
Maybe
Update.
one tunnel.
Do you
Update.
have an update?
I'll show you
Yeah.
a hole.
Update on the wife
Update.
text.
She says, "Okay, 3 dots," then hits enter to go to like another one.
Ew.
Well, I packed up dinner, did the dishes, gave Canada a bath,
Now you're not eating.
and now I'm getting all of us Dairy Queen.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So, I
you-
mean, she's good. She got ice cream.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Drew has
Should be
no
alright.
dinner because we're not.
You're
going
not even
to
gonna tell her. Never. Just kidding.
Yeah, what?
Let her stew on that
Just
one.
wait till see what Taylor says, and we'll see if we're going.
We'll
to
see if we're going to Roosters. or not.
Because if Taylor says, "Okay, have fun," we're going to Roosters. But if she
All right.
says,
Kaylee's going to tell Connor you called off work, so you can't go
Yeah.
to Roosters
I'm
tonight.
sick. I can't.
you got another question, Connor?
I do. So I saw this on TikTok and it got me thinking. I don't know why I'm pulling
Oh,
up another
TikTok.
question. All right. So, what would cost more? And you can think about any mall in the world. The mall itself, as in like the building, and just the building, I guess, or everything inside.
Everything. in
I
it.
would say everything.
Everything in
inside.
it.
Yeah.
Everything inside.
If you look at the Dayton Mall, there ain't shit in there.
I mean, it does depend on
Yeah.
the location. Because if you're buying like that Minneapolis mall, the Mall of America, that's probably going to be a lot more. But there's
Right.
also a lot more stuff in there than the Dayton Mall. I'm still going to go everything.
They got
inside.
roller
everything
coasters.
inside. I
But
mean,
you think
yeah.
a Dick's Sporting Goods has millions inside of?
I mean,
just in golf
Dick's
clubs.
Sporting Goods has probably $6 million in inventory in the store at all times.
Could
so.
a mall survive without the stores inside? No. Next question.
You say $6 million? That
Probably.
has nothing to do with the question.
Yeah.
I mean, not $6 million. I'm trying to think back to my inventory days at Dick's Sporting Goods.
I mean, alone in golf clubs, they have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of product.
Yeah, they probably have $2 to $3 million in inventory, like right now. Inside.
Well,
Dick's
if you're
Sporting
buying the
They
mall,
have
you're
that
buying
in
all the
shoes,
shops
dude.
inside too.
No, you're not buying the
Yeah, think
shops.
about-
You're buying what they're in, and you lease them out. But
Yeah.
it's included in the price of the mall. So
Oh,
you,
now we're
if you
getting
bought the
real
Dayton Mall
technical.
right now, you could probably buy that for about under $10 million.
Hmm.
You
the
think
building.
there's more than
No.
$10 million
All
worth
right,
of
no,
merchandise?
no. There's,
mall.
Dude, you got to
there's-
think about all the
The
clothes.
you
mall
cannot
just filed
buy-
for bankruptcy.
But I guarantee you,
I
cannot
guarantee
buy
that ball
piece
is
of property
under $10 million.
with the J.C. Penney, with the Elder
They're all
Beerman
going out of
and all-
business.
I don't. But
Elder
the
Beerman's
space,
gone.
Doesn't matter, dude.
But that
50 million or
space-
less, you could buy that whole property.
Okay, the
I bet
50
you- I
million,
bet you it's
50
under
million,
20.
I'd say that, but 10
or 10, whatever I said the first time.
You said 10. I guarantee you that like there's like
Let's just all come to the conclusion that Dayton Mall is an absolute shit.
Well, that's
I'll
a
agree.
fact, yes. But Connor, think about this one for a second. So think about one arm in the Dick's Sporting Goods. One arm
One
that
arm.
has like 20 Under Armour shirts on it.
He's speaking
Oh.
retail, dude.
And all of those Under Armour shirts cost probably $60 to $80 a piece. That's one arm in Dick's. Then you go to J.C. Penney's, Elder Beerman's is closed, Macy's, and they all have Under Armour shirts and other shirts and dresses and pants and all that shit.
Oh,
Jeans.
update 2.
Okay, go ahead.
She's doing. Oh, and hey, babe, I'm going to quit my job and be a stay-at-home mom since we clearly have all this extra money for you to do all the things you want to.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
You're done.
Drew is staying in the
You
garage.
should really-
tonight.
Great night. We'll see you next week.
Back
You
to
should-
Brookville Lake.
better go
Really
to
hit
Dairy
that
Queen.
JK
You should,
button.
no,
real
you should
fast.
say sounds good.
No. Deal.
Not all the money in the world.
Deal.
Say that
I
right
get to
now.
do whatever I want.
Deal,
You get to
yeah.
stay home. Jeez.
Oh, we'll keep it going now.
Oh God, true.
True.
So you staying home means I can do whatever I want.
Do you guys have a place for him to sleep?
So
tonight? It's a question.
update. Next week's show, Drew will not be here.
We will be
um,
attending Drew's.
Zach,
funeral
you
next
had a
week.
question that you wanted to
Yeah.
put out there as well.
I seen it on Facebook earlier. If you had to follow your childhood dream, what occupation would you be doing right now?
When I was a kid, I had it in my head probably until freshman year, but I was going to the NBA. Like, I was going to be in the NBA, like, for real. And then I got to freshman year, and I was like, yeah, probably not going to make it to the NBA. So,
Yeah, probably not.
Needed a little bit more HGH on that one.
yeah, needed a couple more inches. That was actually what I needed.
Don't we all?
True that. We do need that.
Yeah, touche, brother.
Matt, what would you be right now? When you, no, I'm not talking like when you were in high school, what you wanted to be. I'm talking about like when you were 8 years old. What did you see yourself as an
That
adult?
sound corny, but I've always saw myself as a cop.
I knew you were gonna.
I
say
would
that.
I knew he was
always-
gonna
I
fucking.
knew
So
do
I
it,
had
too.
I had my whole life. I had 3 jobs actually. I wanted to be a cop, a commercial airline pilot, and then a bus driver. I thought it was cool to drive the big buses.
Yeah.
don't
I
know.
actually wanted to be a cop too. Like, no joke. I
Yeah.
wanted to be like.
I
my
feel like
Uncle
that's
Andy,
at
but
one
that's
point
you
every
see where
kid
that's
goes
going.
through either a fireman or a
No,
cop.
it's a.
I had it in my head when I was. This was actually not when I was a kid, but like more so a little bit older. But I always wanted to be
years
an eye doctor
Why?
because I just felt like their job was so fucking easy. They just click these little buttons to look at my eyes.
Yeah, blow some
And get-
fucking air in your eye.
And blow my air in my eye and then just get paid a bunch of money.
Give me
But
your money.
It's obviously a lot harder than that. But Connor, what'd you want to be?
So I had a couple things. This was like stages though. When I was real young, I wanted to be like a Disney Channel actor, like fucking Troy Bolton.
We
bro.
probably all did, yeah.
You wanted to draw the like.
Moving
the
on
lizard.
from that, I would say the main thing I wanted to be was a WWE wrestler. And then
Rey
moving on
Mysterio.
from that, when I
Same.
was like in high school, I wanted to be like a YouTuber.
I mean, we still want that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Still working-
technically,
still
we're
striving for
That's
that,
still
though.
the dream right now. We're still working on that one. Jordan,
I mean, not to steal from Connor, a little bit professional wrestling there too. WWE.
you can still do that. Yeah, we can still make that happen, Jordan. You and Connor both. We'll build a ring.
Oh, I don't want to do that shit now.
Now you gotta pay me to do that.
I
now.
can't even jump on a trampoline.
That or Bengals quarterback. That was like my childhood dreams right there.
As he's
quarterback.
wearing
Probably-
the
Yeah,
Bengals quarterback
Joe
Probably
jersey
could do
right
that
now.
too.
Yeah, I know,
That's what
right?
you could probably do that too. Burrow will
Maybe.
be hurt in a couple weeks.
I cannot wait for football season. I cannot wait for football season.
This
You're
might
gonna be
turn
sitting there.
into the WWE.
You're gonna be sitting there with your arms
Right.
crossed, shutting the
You
fuck
know what? I
up.
hope you guys win 6 fucking games so I can just pull my nuts out and drop them on your shoulder every week I come in here.
If you're
6
listening-
games on week 7.
Yeah, it took you guys 5 fucking years to win 6 games. Shut up.
Congratulations.
Hey, who's the last team to win a playoff game in this room?
Hey,
Not the
nobody
Bengals.
won the fucking
Hey,
Super Bowl.
Not the Steelers.
1991.
Nobody won the Super Bowl.
1991.
just
You're
want-
retarded.
Oh,
I
it
can't
is-
even
it is
reason
the
with
Bengals.
you.
I just want everybody to know
1991.
that listens to
One.
this
Fans are the
show.
worst.
If you don't like
30
football, you're not
years.
gonna like this show. And
As
You
long
were
as Matt-
longer till last year, dumb motherfucker.
It was the year I was born.
Yeah. No, wrong.
stop.
2002.
Okay, no more.
Okay.
All right. Drew, what did you want to be
Browns finish last.
when you were?
I don't fucking know at this point.
Zach,
He wants
An
to get in on
electrician.
this
He just wants to
Yeah.
beat someone's ass.
Zach, did you have anything?
No.
He said a
Okay.
cop.
I said a cop earlier.
Oh, I didn't hear
He
you.
started the question off.
Jeez, you guys are stressing me out over there.
All right,
You
hold
two.
on. I got something.
Do you want to sell wine? What did you go?
Yeah.
I said I want to be in the
basketball
NBA.
player.
Oh yeah, NBA.
Cody's like, I really just had a thing for selling mixed drinks.
I really just
Spirits are my passion.
wine and spirits, baby.
So funny story about that though. Like up until 5 years ago, I didn't know what that meant.
What? Wine
Where
and
it would say
spirits?
wine and then spirits. I'm like, fuck,
That's
spirit.
like,
Were
are they selling ghosts in that motherfucker?
I just
was,
never knew
kinda
what it
stupid
was.
When I was younger, I was like, Sprites. Why do they advertise
I-
Sprites?
I thought, see, I did too, because I was like, there's no way that's the spirits.
Typo.
Speaking of things I didn't know until a couple years ago, up until like beginning of 2020, I thought it was illegal to go down to the levee. Thought it was illegal.
Why?
I don't know.
Because
What
we were
levy?
doing illegal things at the levee.
Yeah,
That's
we.
why.
I've never been down
I mean,
to the
Zach,
levee.
Connor, Jordan. I mean, all of us can confirm nothing good was going on down at the levee. You're going down to the levee to do
Not
some hood
at
rat
all.
shit.
No.
Hood rat shit happened at the levee.
Do you know that like one concrete pillar? Like
Off to the left
yeah,
side.
Yeah, we'd just go on the other side and just spray paint the shit out of it, and like
Yeah.
nobody could see you there.
Where's there a levee?
I mean, it's right.
It's literally
there,
right there.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
skip and
can
jump
remember
over there.
I can remember being down there one time with an unnamed person, and it had thrown trash on the ground like next to the car, and a cop was up on us. He's like, "What you guys doing?" And this person was like, "Nothing." He was like, "Pick up your fucking trash before you leave."
Yeah, I mean, as all the times that I've been to the levee, I'd say 95% of the time it was not for.
I go down there all the time now, hang out on the dock.
I mean, good at the time, but
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
mean,
ride my bike down
it's
there.
right
all the
down the
time.
street from him now. But I couldn't tell you the last time I went to the levee.
Yeah.
I've never even seen
Unless
this
I'm
levee.
fishing, I'm
It
not
was
down there.
it was a big high school hangout
Oh, for sure.
after dark.
Did you guys smoke weed?
Cool.
Never.
Yeah.
The levee?
No,
Just how much dope did you smoke?
Not at all.
Matt was like, "Can we get a quantity? Who'd you buy it from?" You got his address?
Oh, speaking of high school, I've got something. You guys remember old Taco Bell, now Wing Zone,
Yep.
in the Dub C? You guys remember that game when you dropped the
Oh,
coin
dude, the
in
fucking-
it? And
They
you
used to
didn't
have
move
it at the
thing?
new one. I think they still have it.
Dude,
No,
I
I-
haven't been inside Taco Bell. in
McDonald's
forever.
used
They
to have
might
one,
not
too.
now because of COVID, but they definitely used to.
Really?
Yeah.
They had the thing you drop it on. It had different levels. If you drop it on a certain level, you get like a free.
All right, so
Bro,
all
I
you had to
finessed a
do,
cinnamon
Cinnamon
twist
Crunch
or a
every
free
time.
all you had to
burrito.
do was tap the top of it.
Yeah.
If you got it on like if you got it on a decent spot on one of the top ones, all you had to do was tap the top of it, and it would just slowly but surely go over that way.
Because the bottom was where you got the biggest.
Yeah.
The
thing.
good- the
And
good
you remember how
parts.
pissed the people that were working?
Oh, I was just about to say that.
Dude,
I would go with.
when I worked at Taco Bell, I was 16 working at Taco Bell. There used to be this guy, bum ass dude, come in there with a pocket full of change
Yeah.
and fucking rock that shit. He. That's how I learned how to
That's
do
why
that.
it's gone.
That's awesome.
No, but he walk out with like 10 tacos, and then it got to the
That's
point.
why they probably got rid of it.
No,
I'm pretty
it-
sure
no,
they
it got-
capped it at like a taco.
No, but he just kept on. He would leave and come back in. And technically, you're a new customer, but at that point,
Dude, I was
You
Like,
guys, I
after
blame
9
you guys for that.
After 4 hours.
Yeah, what the fuck?
when I wrote it down, I was thinking to myself, like, man, when I was a kid, why didn't I just hang out there all the time and just win free food? Like, why not?
But every time I'd go with my stepmom, we would order it and I'd play the whole time. And then our food would get there and I'd be like, wait, I want. And the girl would look at me like, are you fucking serious? Like,
Yeah, I want my free cinnamon twist.
See, all you have to do is put her in her place.
Are you
Cody.
still in trouble? I haven't
No.
got anything yet.
Oh God.
Connor,
So
you got anything?
yeah, I got
Oh,
one.
Connor got one. Connor got one.
Update.
She said, "Ope, seriously? Ha ha ha. Okay, love you. Be careful."
Oh shit!
So we're just waiting on Cody
Kind
here.
of like a don't go, but I won't be too mad.
She hit
So-
you with the ope, but she also said.
so
have
I
fun,
sent her the so you staying home means I can do whatever I want? Question mark. She said, hasn't stopped you yet.
Oh, Drew's full blown right now.
Tonight, dude.
And then I
Drew
s-
no longer has a wife.
I said, don't even. She goes, "LO, I'm really not complaining. I just want to stay home for longer."
Oh, okay. So you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
She knew I was fucking around.
So I'd imagine if Kaylee's seen it, Taylor will see it soon. But she still hasn't read it. So
I'll wait to tell her.
they're
it was
driving
a
to
bit.
IKEA. So
Yeah, she was
Taylor,
like,
you
"Yeah,
guys
I'm
are
gonna
fucking
go."
good anyway.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there? That's like hell on earth, dude.
Dude, yeah,
In there
she
with
told
your
me she was
wife?
going for.
That's a
I don't know
labyrinth.
what she's going, but. And then she was leaving. She was like, "All right, I'm going. I'm to IKEA. You need anything?" And I was like, "What the fuck would I need from IKEA?"
I actually need a couple display
Babe,
cases.
they
for
sell
my
cores
TV.
in that motherfucker.
will you pick me up? Will you pick me up a couch?
Desk, babe. A new desk.
that's what Taylor told me. They were going to IKEA, and I'm like, what do we need from IKEA
Right.
right now? Like what?
Like, I know they're probably the same way. Like,
Like-
Chelsea would be like, I'm looking at this piece of furniture. I'm like, where in the fuck could you possibly squeeze that in our house full
We have
of shit?
2 couches in our house. Every room in the house has a bed. We have tables. We have chairs. Like,
Yeah.
what else do we need?
I actually need to go there.
Nothing.
I actually need to go there, but I'm just.
I've
afraid
never been to IKEA.
I'm just
in my
afraid
life.
of the maze of that place.
Oh, dude,
like
you
it's
know
just-
what? Like a Hobby Lobby trip is with a woman. Times that by 1,000,000, and that is IKEA.
Oh.
Just a bunch of useless shit that they think they
It's
need.
just
Did
junk.
you hear about
And then
that?
if you have to build
Did you hear
any of
about that
that
guy
shit-
who got in trouble for putting arrows in the opposite direction?
they
so
mixed
that people,
them. I heard that.
so people are just going in constant circles.
I
Hell
heard
yeah.
that they did that on purpose at IKEA.
No, they do it so that you look
They
at the
do
whole
put
entire.
arrows.
Yeah, they put
Because
arrows.
it's like a guided thing. Like it pushes you through. Like there's not
Every
just,
single
like a
product.
fucking
There's not
museum?
aimlessly wandering.
So
like,
IKEA is a museum.
Yeah, that's
essentially.
not-
Essentially, of furniture.
But
that
you
you
get
can
to
buy.
see every single product that they have.
But they
IKEA's
have it
top
like-
floor is definitely a museum because you see all their product, what they have, and then when you get to the bottom is where you buy it.
Oh, it's just junk bins, dude. It's like giant bins just full of junk shit
I heard.
that women go nuts over.
And then when you have to build that shit,
That's
it takes
terrible.
you 4 hours and you still fuck it up.
have you built IKEA furniture?
I've never been to IKEA.
Oh,
Did we
dude.
get this from IKEA?
no.
That
Walmart.
table from IKEA would have 700 pieces.
So what they do is they give you like 900 pieces and like 3 pictures to put it all together.
Yeah.
Seriously, it is the most. You'll be like, don't you ever fucking drive down to
Like,
that
I
place
bought a
ever
lamp.
again.
How does it have this many pieces?
I heard that they got good food at IKEA.
They have good
I
meatballs.
heard that also.
50 cent hot
Meatballs?
dogs.
They have
That's
meatballs
their
at IKEA.
signature
Yeah.
thing is meatballs.
You
Yeah,
like
they
get
got
it and
50
walk
cent hot
around with
dogs
it?
They're
too.
Swedish, dude. It's a Swedish company. Swedish
What?
meatballs.
Well, that's why there's so many pieces. But I had no idea they had. that
What
good.
does that
being
mean?
Swedish have to
Whoa,
do?
wait,
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
Whoa,
Oh, it all
that-
makes
that's-
sense now, boys.
Circle back to that.
All good. I get it now.
Many pieces.
Switzerland's just in pieces right now.
No idea.
Never build themselves back
Shattered.
together.
No idea. We don't have Jake with the news, so we will skip that. You guys watch the Olympics? I don't know. Anybody
Not
watch-
a
Nope.
single bit.
No.
I actually
Nope.
have a news article from the Olympics.
Okay, go ahead.
So you know what one of the biggest traditions when an athlete
you
checks
condoms.
in,
Give
they
you
give
condoms.
you condoms.
Yeah, they did not.
They did. They were encouraged not to use them. So I don't know what that means.
But just
But
in case.
there was a Australian kayaker, boater girl. I don't know what her actual sport was, but she had a hole in her boat, and she used the condom to fix it.
Nice.
She just slid the condom in the front of the boat. It must have been a Magnum, but in the front of the boat, and it fixed the boat. And I think she ended up medaling silver with it.
Shout
Cool.
out. That condom company deserves it.
So nobody's
see, look, her
confident.
experience knowing how to use a
Exactly.
condom just
Absolutely.
won Australia a medal.
And
You gotta
she
think
follows the
about it.
rules. Like, I can't use these for sex, so I'll repair my boat with them.
Shout
But you
out
got to
to
think about it
Trojan.
on a normal Olympics. Like, think about how many people are going to this one place. I mean, think about all. I don't know how much you guys know about the Olympics, but there's hundreds of competitions and thousands of people.
Well, yeah, we're not
from other
retarded.
countries.
And
Like,
I understand.
I don't know
a
if you
lot
know
of
what
work,
the
yes.
Olympics are,
And a
but
lot of them are like exceptionally good looking too. So like, I mean, like, it's like, what are
That's
you gonna
what I'm
do?
saying,
Like, if
like,
an
yeah.
athlete's hitting on another athlete,
you
like,
go to your competition.
they give out millions of condoms traditionally at the Olympics.
I would
That's
assume
weird
so.
to
That
me.
makes sense. It makes sense.
They give you a
why would
basket
they
of
do
condoms.
Cody's
that?
like a
Though? You're
beautiful
preventing
mind.
the next levels of athletes.
You
from
think any of them
competing-
actually use that? You know how many kids Michael Phelps
Dude,
probably has?
I know everybody in
There's
here
like
has
two.
seen the sports
That he
science
knows about?
on when you fuck the night before you perform, your performance is exponentially higher.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Yes, sir.
Sports science said, dude.
They said so.
I wish that show would come back. That show's awesome.
It was good.
You know what sports show I wish would come back is Man vs. Joe.
Never watched it.
That
a
was
good
an
one, too.
awesome show.
Pro
It'd be
versus
like a
Joe.
Pro versus
Pro versus.
Yeah.
Okay, I do remember
Yeah.
that. I do
Well,
Well,
remember.
yeah, like
Hey,
some
Cordell
guy that's
Stewart
like
on that
Cody
one time.
size, and it'd be like Stone Cold Steve Austin and shoulder pads. They'd be like, "Can you run him over?"
It'd be like me versus Calvin Johnson or
Do you
something.
remember? Do you remember that Jackass skit where Johnny Knoxville was like, what they just gave him the ball and he just had to get hit by the defender?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
I
that's what
kinda-
that show reminded me of. Like, just people just getting destroyed.
Well, they had Cordell Stewart on there one time, and the guy fucking outthrew him.
Well, that's
Not
not,
hard
shocking.
to do, but
Yeah, very nice.
like-
Jesus Christ.
You guys remember those NFL bits they did where like the one guy catches the ball through like shoves his hand through drywall and catches it.
The commercials.
Yeah, then he jumps through the car.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like the Tom Brady.
It's
thing.
like when
People
Kobe jumped over the car.
Or like the Tom Brady jug machine thing. Like people were thinking that was real. It's like,
That
come
was
on.
real.
That was
wasn't.
real. That was 100%.
No, it
real.
wasn't.
100%.
You want how much you want to bet?
I'm fucking with you, dude.
I
Relax.
missed the ESPN commercials where
That's
it's
what
like,
Je-
this
they
was
asked-
like working at E ESPN.
Yeah, those were good.
They asked Joe Burrow about it, and he was
The
like,
Warren Sapp one.
yeah, they asked Joe Burrow, and he's like, yeah, I talked to my quarterback buddies. He was like, 100% could never do that. So
I don't know.
That
man.
one
Tom
had
Brady
me in
wouldn't
tears.
surprise me.
The Warren Sapp one
Tom
where
Brady
he just
do
was
everything.
sacking everybody that like wasn't doing their job or something like that.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He just running down the.
Oh.
That was their HR department.
Yeah.
I
maybe,
like
Yeah.
Warren
maybe we
Sapp.
could find like a broke NFL, like ex-NFL guy, and just put him in here. And
We'll
when
get
somebody says
cybered on
something-
here in a couple weeks.
Oh man,
He's done, dude. Evan McPherson was hitting them from 60
I have some
plus.
cyber news off the air, which made me laugh. Yesterday, actually.
He was in a press conference, like, with McPherson sitting next to him, like, yeah, I was brought in like this. I'm just coaching him up. Like, he was, like, the veteran, then this kid was about to get cut. It's like,
I mean, he is the veteran, but
I mean,
at the same time, if your team drafts a kicker, you're not making the team. Like,
Right.
it does not matter
practice
how.
squad.
I didn't realize you guys
Cincinnati-
drafted him in the 5th round.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a
exactly.
draft pick
That's
from them.
why.
But Cincinnati kept 2 kickers last year. Would they keep 2 this year?
No.
Well, somebody was hurt last year, right?
That was
No,
a
you
COVID.
had-
remember when we
all
seen
that all that was a COVID year thing.
you could have extra players on the
because
practice squad.
well that and
He
if
was on the live roster.
I mean you guys saw if something happens Thursday, you can't get a guy in the building by Sunday to
True.
kick. So
Right.
it wasn't Siebert that we seen chilling in the cafeteria, was it?
No, that was
Oh,
his name?
the punter.
the punter. That's a twin.
Kevin Huber.
No, he's a twin. His brother plays for
oh the Colquitt brothers.
Colquitt, yeah.
Yeah, Dustin Colquitt.
No.
Brendan Colquitt.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's do something else. Let's close out the show with this. This is Zach's weight loss challenge. I believe we're gonna roll some numbers or something. Zach,
Yeah,
do
and
you
that's
have
what
that
I'll
ready?
have to lose.
Do you have the
Do
numbers?
we have
ready?
dice?
No, I got a dice app.
Okay.
Like
Android
two dice,
has apps?
you're
So
like-
it's going to be between Drew. You weren't here last week, so here's what we're going to do. So he's going to roll numbers. It's 2 through 12 is the options with 2 dice. He has to either lose that much pounds, 2 through 12. If he does not lose the awarded weight, he has to get a punishment from
dude, you would
us.
have to not eat from now till next week
That's
to
what
lose
I'm
12
saying.
pounds.
You guys
That'd
act
be a
like this is impossible.
If he achieves the weight loss goal,
Fuck it, 12.
listen,
Bring it up.
Listen,
Bring it
listen,
up
listen. So if he loses the proper weight, he is safe. We spin a wheel, and one of us has to do the punishment. Right?
Sure.
How
Okay.
were we? How do we decide how we were picking
I
who
don't
did it?
know.
We have a wheel spinner thing that
So
we will have here next week. We'll spin the wheel right here.
And we'll write
We
our
still
name on
need to
every
have more.
punishment.
We need people to send in more
So
punishments.
send in the punishments, and next week Zach's gonna weigh in now, and then we're gonna find out his weight, and he has to lose the weight. If he does not lose weight, then he has to.
All right, I want to tap the roll right now.
All right,
Lord.
Drew, you're watching, right?
Tap on,
Yeah,
brother.
we see it.
What's the number? What's the number?
I can't see
It's an
anything.
Android. It's not.
All right, here we go.
It's
It's not
frozen.
registering.
7.
7.
7 pounds. All right.
7
Pounds
pounds.
a day.
Well,
All
what are
right.
we at now?
He's gonna go right over to that
All right,
scale
okay,
right there
there we
and
go.
weigh in.
Around.
Bring the scale in.
Okay, so
No, just go
who wants to do
It'll be a crotch shot.
who wants to do guesses?
Oh yeah, yeah, let's
God,
go.
no,
Are we
I feel
really?
mean.
No,
Yeah,
no, I don't
give
care.
a
I
fucking
don't
scale.
care.
No, I don't want to guess.
You want us right now to do over under on your current weight?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do over-
263.
Somebody throw a weight out there.
263.
Over.
288.
Oh
No, just-
God, guys,
All
don't
right,
make.
just get on the scale.
300?
I'll go.
What you have for lunch today?
Burger King. I had one last cheat meal because I was
All right.
about to go ham on this.
Here we
shit.
go.
Give me
All right,
260.
not trying to be an asshole. This is
Okay.
just a real guess. I'm gonna go 311 and a half.
311 and a half.
Under.
Oh, well.
Just say
I will
300.
go
Under.
3.7.
Under.
I'll go
We'll go whoever's
290.
closest.
290.
Whoever's closest.
290.
288.
Wait, no, you're tall.
64.
No, 300.
264.
Yeah.
Two.
I wish.
I buy 294 just because of
What
that.
I weigh.
So he said 294. Drew said
288.
288. I said 312,
3-7.
307,
300.
300. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
You got to strip down.
Do.
The whole chords here.
All right, here's the number. He has to lose
Off camera.
7 pounds from this
Shoes
number.
off. Shoes off.
Yep, take your, go ahead and pop your
Yeah,
shoes
get
off.
those
Shorts
Crocs
are coming off.
And
Shirt
Zach
is
is naked.
Jack is a woman.
Here we go.
And
All
the
right,
scale broke.
Zach,
I'm
what's
kidding.
the number?
Scale isn't even on.
He broke it.
Says to be
Kind of weird.
continued.
Hold on.
No,
Hold on. I'm right.
no register. It's not
no,
registering. Again, if you're just tuning in.
Just give it a few taps and
All right, here we go.
There
Zach
we
has to
go.
user
lose.
error.
Zach has to lose 7 pounds by next week.
Look straight forward.
Here we go.
Straightforward.
We're waiting for the number. We are waiting
Straightforward.
for
Look
the
straight
number.
forward.
Carter's like, get off of it.
You broke it.
Yeah.
What kind of scale
Do
do
we
you
have a number?
No, we do
It
not.
just has 3 little lines. I don't know what that means.
Error.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Low battery. It said low battery.
Oh, we don't have a number. What a fail. What an absolute fail by us.
Jesus.
Oh, what a bummer. All right, come on, give us.
No, it didn't.
What's the maximum weight that scale can
Maybe it
take?
said low ton.
This might be a problem.
Half ton.
Low time. Oh my god. Yep.
hear it.
Let's hear it. 321
21.
is the number, so I'm the winner. So 321. So when Zach weighs in next week, he must be at 314 or less, or he will be punished. Please send in those punishments. If he is at 314 or less, then one of us will be punished with a punishment sent in.
Were we adding camping out in somebody's backyard?
Camping out in one of our backyards is a punishment. Being tased by Matt is a punishment.
Yeah, okay. I'm in
Should
on
all
this.
get to do one thing to it.
Chugging a bottle of wine is a
Oh,
punishment.
fuck.
Being shocked by Drew is a punishment.
I think the
I
taser
get to
fits
throw
that.
Yeah,
a
the
computer
taser.
at him.
Yep, there you go. And Jordan gets to put a blazing hot pizza in your face.
Or take a ride on the moped.
No, that's
Yeah, you gotta-
too far. Too far.
No,
Too far, Matt.
He's going to ride bitch on the moped with
That's
Jordan.
what I was going to say. Yeah.
For a whole day. You just got to drive around the west side of Dayton on the moped.
Picture.
No, they got to go in a long drive.
Yeah.
Fuck the picture.
gotta-
Up and
We're
down
getting a big-
75.
Look like
all
Dumb and
day.
Dumber.
Look, this hog
And
gets
then
50 miles
I'll be-
a
I'll
gallon.
ride
This
in
hog
front.
gets 50 miles to the gallon.
I'll ride in front in the trunk of somebody's car and film the whole thing.
There we go. Absolutely. Fuck it. We got a winner. That's the winner. That's the punishment. That's the punishment this week.
I ain't going for this.
Oh,
but
we're
I'm in.
spinning.
I'm in.
We're
Jordan's
spinning
like, how the
next
fuck
week.
did I get reeled into this?
Yeah, we're spinning.
Jordan's getting
Fuck y'all.
I'm ready
like-
for other people's punishments. I want to get someone else's
Yeah,
punishment
Zach's like,
too.
fuck your guys' punishment.
No, I mean these are great punishments, but
All right. Send in your punishment ideas for us or for Zach. Zach, 321 has to get to 314. If he does not, he will be punished. If he does, one of us will be punished. So send them in at Cavemen Media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or DM any of the guys, and we will put them up on the wheel.
Zach's a great punishment, though. Like, when we had to jump in the lake, that was like, we were all
I take
peeing
it
on
like a
ourselves.
man.
We
I
were
can't
laughing.
believe you did that, dude. That was brutal.
The best was when he's trying to break the ice with his face.
The best was when he got out and tried to get through the fence.
I was in shock.
If you haven't seen it, go to the Cavemen Media YouTube, and you can see Zach's fantasy football punishment from the 2020 season. So check that out.
Video.
That's great.
All right, that's the end of the show, unless anybody's got anything else that they want to throw out there. All right, cool. End of the show. Thanks for listening. If you made it this far, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Truly, thank you.
Do we have a tip for your tip today?
Do we have? Oh, no.
No tip for your tip today.
Fucking
Get one
say.
2 weeks from now.
All right, episode 99 next week. Episode 100 coming up. Big celebration. It's going to be.
At our 100th episode, if we do it live, they can just walk on the stage. Tip for
All
your
right,
tip.
there we go.
walk off
It
the
will be.
stage.
It'll be our 100th episode. It will be an event that you guys can come hang out with us. We're going to do a podcast there, drink some beers with us. It's going to be a good time. So look forward to the details on that. We just got to lock in a date. But that's the end of the show. We appreciate you guys for listening to the Cavemen Media Podcast. Follow us everywhere. Follow me at Sports.Ohio, at Real Connor Gray, at Matt the Popo, at Who Dey Drew, at Damn No, I
Cavemen
do. Every time I
Every
gotta
week.
change it on here. At Cavemen
He's
Zach.
done that for like 3 weeks.
At Jordan, at Jordan Lease, at Cincy Jake. Make sure you tweet at Cincy Jake right now for not being here. Give him a hard time. Tell him he's an asshole. Fuck him. Whatever you guys want to tell him.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Everybody, bigger Texas.
The beer must be bigger because you're buying next week, son.
That's right. He's super late to this week's show. Have a great week. Stay safe. Thank you for listening to the show. We'll be back next week. Stay safe. ELE.
Everybody love everybody.
Connor, music.